Hey, everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge podcast, episode number 207. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Follow me at the SkyLounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out the SkyLounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Without further ado, let's get shit started with episode number 207. Rona, Rabble, Rousing, Ranting, and Rehashing. Sportsball Requiem. Yep. We're going to talk Sportsball again today because I don't want to fucking deal with politics, man. All right, and yeah, to be fair, we are going to be talking about the Washington Redskins situation later, and that is going to have sprinklings of politics in there. And I'm the motherfucker that says, don't fucking mix your goddamn politics with sports ball, but, when you don't really have any sort of sports going on except, the great world of football, this is what happens. So instead of going full-blown politics, we'll just kind of settle with like remission politics. How about that shit? You're going with a fucking cancer joke? Shut up. I don't have a good transition. So fucking deal with the goddamn cancer analogy. Holy fuck. What a way to start this fucking episode. But listen, when we're talking sports ball, gotta talk about hockey. Little figurines right here representing the hockey players of the Vegas Golden Knights. But the NHL represents all 31 teams, soon to be 32 teams. And this organization went ahead and named some award finalists for this year, at least the 2019-2020 season. So, winners will be announced during the conference finals, and that's in September or something like that. I remember the date set on the NHL website, so make sure you go ahead and check that out if you are curious about the dates. But yeah, dude, I don't really give a shit about award shows generally, or any kind of awards in sports ball particularly, but I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the fact that like I actually went to this award show. I have a bit of emotional bias towards it, so I do talk about it. I mean, generally speaking, I do talk about other awards and other sports ball categories. So it's just the way it is, kids. Just the way it is. But in the world of hockey, we don't know what it is yet. They have finalists. There's 3 from each category, but we just don't know yet. Not until the conference finals. But here are some categories that were announced throughout the week. And we start off with the Ted Lindsay Award, Most Outstanding Player, as voted by the players in the NHL. And the 3 finalists are Leon Draisaitl of the Edmonton Oilers, Nathan MacKinnon of the Colorado Avalanche, and Artemi Panarin of the New York Rangers. 3 gentlemen who have been absolute fucking beasts this season. I mean, Draisaitl... You have to think about this. On a team with Connor McDavid, Draisaitl, I believe, scored more points? Is that right? Or scored more goals? Dude's been unbelievable. He's one of the fucking top forwards in this league. I know it's only one season, all that shit, but this is extremely impressive. You're getting voted for a Ted Lindsay Award over Connor McDavid, your teammate. That's some wild shit. But we also got to talk about Nathan MacKinnon, how much of a fucking beast he's become. Progressively, he's been just getting better. I mean, last season, fantastic stuff from the Avalanche, but man, this season, everything else is clicking, and it really does start with MacKinnon. Dude's just a monster. And Artemi Panarin getting that big contract in New York, and somehow New York in the play-ins. And I would say the last few weeks with the New York Rangers, I remember them just doing so well. When you bet on the New York Rangers, at least the 3 or 4 weeks before the season ended, you could have made a decent amount of money. I mean, they were just on a really good streak there, and Panarin was just beasting it. I mean, goals and points and all this shit. So very curious to see who's going to win out of those 3. And yeah, very solid choices. And I know, other teams and other fans are going to say names and shit, but these are the fucking finalists. Fucking deal with that shit. All right. Just fuck it. Right. Just like the Jack Adams Award, man. I mean, it's almost like a fucking award because, yeah, you could win best coach, but don't really matter, right? When you think about, Stanley Cup and shit. But yeah, it's one of those things, awards, where it's individual accolades to highlight how well, person or somebody did throughout the season, but it's not meant to be the be all end all. But we can appreciate it, right? We can absolutely appreciate it. I mean, Jack Adams is obviously those things where you can get it, but I mean, it's absolutely pointless because a season or so later you can lose your fucking job. So, whop whop. But let's talk about the fucking finalists. All right. So you got Bruce Cassidy from the Boston Bruins, John Tortorella from the Columbus Blue Jackets, and Alain Vignolet. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't fucking pronounce that goddamn name. I apologize, kids, but the fucking head coach for the Philadelphia Flyers. All three have been doing incredible stuff. I mean, Boston just winning games left and right, accumulating so many points. I mean, I think they're President's Trophy winners, if I'm not mistaken, right, kids? And John Tortorella, despite how most of their key players in the Columbus Blue Jackets left, the man has been finessing this team to wins and gritty results. And yeah, it's really impressive. And when you talk about gritty, I mean, I fucking hate on gritty, but the Philadelphia Flyers have been a story themselves. Just wonderful stuff happening over there. Obviously, we're going to talk about Oscar Lindblom here in a bit, but the Philadelphia Flyers have just been a force to be reckoned with in the Eastern Conference, and it starts with the head coach. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat the goddamn last name because I'm going to butcher that shit. But hey, shout out to the fucking Philadelphia Flyers, man. I fucking hate gritty, but man, that team is clicking right now. Wouldn't be surprised if they won the goddamn cup. Just saying, man. They got juice. They got momentum. They got shit all going down there. So we'll see what happens. But you also have things that are probably set in the future for the young rookies that are finalists for the Calder Memorial Trophy. And you got Quinn Hughes of the Vancouver Canucks, Cale Makar of the Colorado Avalanche, and Dominik Kubalik of the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, to be really fair, I haven't really seen anything from the Chicago Blackhawks just because their season's been so relatively mediocre despite the fact that they are in the NHL play-ins. But hey, kudos to the young lad. Just a testament to how the Chicago Blackhawks just will never die. So, hey, kudos to them, man. That's pretty fucking good. Quinn Hughes of the Vancouver Canucks. I mean, the Vancouver Canucks have been on this steady resurgence back into, potential playoff contenders and a young roster just ready to keep growing and growing. And it's really impressive how well Vancouver has been progressing as of late. And yeah, I'm a Vegas Golden Knights fan. They're division rivals. We get to see them at least, 3-4 times a year. So just watching them get to this point and have these young cats just pop up, it's good on them. I mean, Elias Peterson, won the Calder Memorial Trophy last year, if I'm not mistaken. Dude was a fucking animal. And so, shit, I mean, Vancouver's loading up. They're looking good. I mean, and we talked about the Colorado Avalanche already, just a beast fucking squad. And you got this kid, Cale Makar. My God, Cale Makar. Dude, Cale Makar is such a fucking great defenseman, such a great fucking hockey player. And every time I watch this kid play, I'm just like, wow, this is a young dude. And he is just dominating these grown-ass men. God damn. And so, yeah, obviously with my reaction, I absolutely think Cale Makar is going to steal this fucking trophy, no fucking problem. And dude is just a fucking beast. And best of luck to the lad. And best of luck to all the lads in this finalist category, man. They've all done well, I mean, to start off the rookie season. So some good shit, kids. Some real good shit. And I'll tell you another really good shit. And it's a feel-good kind of thing. The Bill Masterton Trophy for players who best demonstrate qualities of perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to hockey. So you got Bobby Ryan of the Ottawa Senators. If I'm not mistaken, he is still with Ottawa. Correct, kids? just check me on that, please. Oscar Lindblom of the Philadelphia Flyers and Stephen Jones of the Dallas Stars. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Stephen Jones had a head trauma. Is that right? I think a year or so back, maybe a couple years ago, from what I've read. And again, I could be wrong. So please double check for me on that. But he came back to play, did so admirably. And it's the common theme with the Bill Masterton finalists. I mean, these are just warriors on and off the ice. Bobby Ryan, who's suffered a drinking problem, and he's admitted plenty of times, like, there's a lot of issues there. I mean, it's a constant struggle, and any kind of addiction and vice, as we talked about a couple days ago, it really does weigh on your soul. It's a very difficult thing to try to control and process and figure out in your head. But Bobby Ryan, after his time spent in rehab, comes back. I believe he scored a hat trick on his return, and it's just incredible stuff that you see the nature of humans and perseverance. It's wonderful stuff. And obviously, we talked about Oscar Lindblom before, cancer survivor. Man, that shit's rough, and the lad's back in play. And this is why I think Philadelphia Flyers, they might just have the fucking juice and the fucking push to get to the finish line and fucking win themselves a Stanley Cup. I could totally see that. But these are all warriors. Bobby Ryan, Oscar Lindblom, Stephen Jones, all fucking warriors, man. And on and off the ice. So, hey, best of luck to those lads, whoever wins it. And whoever doesn't win it. I mean, it's not bad that you don't win it. It's just one of those things. It's just an award. But I mean, to get to that point of fighting your demons and fighting, truly terrifying things like, cancer, it's wild. And just fucking, it's some dark shit, but they survive it, and they're fucking warriors. So best of luck to you lads. You also got the Lady Byng Trophy. Player who best exemplifies sportsmanship and gentlemanly play. So you got Ryan O'Reilly of the St. Louis Blues, Austin Matthews of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Nathan MacKinnon of the Colorado Avalanche. And what a list of studs. What a list of fucking studs, man. Ryan O'Reilly, the beast of St. Louis. You got Austin Matthews, the fucking badass American kid from Arizona and repping out Toronto. Great fucking squad, by the way. I know they get shit on all the time, but I got, just like the Cleveland Browns, I got a lot of admiration and appreciation for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I hope they do well in the playoffs and the play-ins, and hopefully the playoffs. But yeah, Austin Matthews, man, I'm a huge fan of that dude. So awesome that he's getting recognized for some gentlemanly play, as well as Nathan MacKinnon. Dude, Ted Lindsay and Lady Byng. Holy fucking shit. Nathan MacKinnon is becoming that guy. He is becoming that top caliber, center in the NHL. And dude is just a monster. I'm telling you, I've seen that man play live in Vegas, and it's scary what he can do. I mean, along with that line and team in the Colorado Avalanche. So some good fucking finalists, man. There are some good goddamn finalists here. Just like the Vezina, top goaltenders throughout the season. You got Connor Hellebuyck of the Winnipeg Jets, Tuukka Rask of the Boston Bruins, and Andrei Vasilevskiy of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Not a fucking surprise that Vasilevskiy gets shoehorned into the Vezina category again, because of course he won it last year, and being nominated again is no surprise, because this dude is an octopus. Just hands all over the fucking place. Your pucks are not going to the fucking net, you goddamn bitch. Vasilevskiy is, I don't know. He's one of those players that I've seen live. A couple years back, I remember him with the Tampa Bay Lightning for taking on the LA Kings when I was in LA at the Staples Center. Vasilevsky is an amazing goaltender, and he's still so young. So for him to get nominated again, it's no surprise. But yeah, there's Vasilevsky, and you also got Tuukka Rask, the older, more experienced gentleman. But again, just an all-around. I don't know. I would call Tuukka Rask more like a paladin at this point. You know, kind of an aged paladin where he's got his broadsword and his fucking shield, you know, kind of set to the side, but he's more calm and collected and just sees what's going on. But when you put that paladin in battle, he's gonna use his sword, you know, enchant his fucking sword to slash your shit and just shield bash you with that fucking glove. And he's so damn good too. I mean, a lot of these Eastern teams, I don't really hate on them. I really just don't. I just appreciate a lot of their players. And so Tuukka Rask, another figure that I can totally respect. Along with Connor Hellebuyck, I apologize. Connor Hellebuyck, American goaltender in Canada. But despite the Winnipeg Jets not having, you know, adequate pieces, you know, seemingly from the start throughout the season, Hellebuyck's just been he's just been a rock in the back. And, you know, I don't know the stats on any of these cats, but I can only imagine how fucking solid they've been just based on numbers. And I mean, if you just watch them, if you just fucking watch some of their fucking games, I suppose you can tell. But I know a lot of you fucking people don't give a shit about that because it's always going to be, oh my God. Yeah, dude, I mean, I could fucking tell you like, oh, why didn't they, you know, put Shea Theodore in the Masterton category? I don't really care. I mean, if one of the Vegas boys get nominated, I'm happy. I mean, last year in the NHL award show I was actually attending, Mark Stone, I believe, was one of the finalists for the Selke Award, and I was really rooting for this man to get his fucking award, but he didn't. And hey, if he doesn't, it happens. But I don't fucking go out of my goddamn way to hope that this, you know, individual award thing happens for a player in a team game. So calm the fuck down, motherfuckers. And I know when I say, I know I'm saying this, but there's always been hypocritical moments or paradoxical moments with this shit, and it always is. But yeah, man, calm the fuck down. Your player didn't get nominated. Oh well. You still got a fucking Stanley Cup you can play for, unless you're one of the fucking 7 teams that are already out. But you know, you got to figure that shit out, kids. Compartmentalize your emotions, emotion. But that's foreign language. That's foreign language to most of you motherfuckers. And that's okay. That's okay. But what's not foreign language is more award categories will be announced in the coming days, at least Monday and Tuesday. The Norris and Selke and Hart will be announced. And yeah, the Willie O'Ree Award finalists will also be announced at one point, if not already announced. But hockey, man. Hockey! So good. So much fun. Just like the wonderful world. The wonderful, wacky world of football. Soccer! Yep. I try not to call it soccer, but I do. And it's not to do it like maliciously. Well, I mean, it slips because I live in America. But it is football. Kids, it is football. And boy, oh boy, there is lots of things to discuss in the wonderful, wacky world of football. Like Leeds United officially being promoted to the Premier League. First time in 16 years. They have spent a good chunk of that whole fucking time flailing around in the second and third tier of English football. And this is just a testament to how well Bielsa, their head coach, has been building up a squad and really creating a different culture down there. So will Leeds' domination in the championship translate to sustainable future in the Premier League? I don't know. Because we all saw Norwich as this fucking team coming up like, oh my God, they did so well, but turned out they were shit. So don't put your goddamn entire money and savings into that fucking betting slip before the season starts for Leeds United. Calm down. I know Liverpool just won, right? A team that's never won a fucking Premier League title before. So hold your horses, kids. Hold your fucking horses. It's a really backhanded man. Shut up. Shut up. Liverpool is... They are what they are. They're fucking Premier League winners, but they're not the shit. Calm the fuck down. Okay? And I think the Prime Minister kind of has a good idea of trying to calm down the masses and thinking that he expects fans in attendance for football by October. Now, I don't know the situation with the UK and the Kung Flu numbers there, but seems like a bit of an optimistic approach when the entirety of really the world is just kind of stumbling on their own fucking foot with how to deal with sports and fans in attendance in the near future. So it's curious. It's curious that El Boris makes this statement, but I'm willing to see what happens in October. And if fans do get to attend in October, whoop-de-fucking-do. That's awesome. I mean, I won't be there, but kudos to those fucking UK fans, man. Good shit. You know what's not good shit? Andre Schürrle announcing his retirement from football at the age of 29. Yeah, this morning. He went ahead and terminated his contract with Borussia Dortmund. And I'm not going to lie, man, this kind of breaks my heart. And, of course, I mean, Andre Schürrle is known to have played for teams I clearly don't like Chelsea, because I'm an Arsenal fan, but Andre Schürrle was special to me because he is part of that 2014 World Cup winning Germany squad. And man, that's the year I truly fell in love with football. And obviously the German national football team, which I've remember following through just from the group stages all the way to the final. I'm just thinking this is the greatest fucking team like ever. This team's fucking amazing. And that infatuation really grew into this fandom of German football in that sense, and these individual players who lifted Germany a World Cup. And Andre Schürrle, I mean, with a massive fucking assist to Mario Götze in the fucking extra time in the World Cup, 115th, 116th minute or some shit. I mean, the clock was fucking winding down, and Andre Schürrle just places the ball ever so gently in front of fucking Mario Götze, who scores the fucking goal to have Germany destroy Argentina's hopes and dreams for Lionel Messi. And yeah, man, Andre Schürrle was a key instrument in making Lionel Messi cry. That makes me happy. And yeah, I mean, I love that Germany squad. That 2014 Germany squad was just sensational. And Schürrle announcing his retirement at 29, that's rough. That's rough. And I don't actually know the reasons, but I'm sure personal reasons. There are multiple things out there. But hey, best of luck to Andre Schürrle, whatever he does in the near future. You were awesome. You're an awesome fucking footballer. So kudos to you, my man. And again, you helped net in the goal, with that assist. You helped net in that goal that made Messi cry. And again, Messi crying, it just brings joy to me. It just brings joy to my heart. Like look at that fucking Germany fucking kit right there behind me. That's after the 2014 World Cup. That has the 2014 World Cup winner badge on there, the jersey in the background here. But it is just one fucking thing that adds to, I don't know, just the smirkness of being a German national football team fan. You just get to fucking rub salt in Messi's wound and just fucking squeeze lime juice on there too, just for good measure. Why do you hate Lionel Messi so much? I don't really hate Lionel Messi. It's his fucking fanboys that I can't fucking stand. And if Messi loses, that means his fanboys are fucking miserable, which makes me happy. That's a very cruel way to look at it. Fuck you. Have you talked to some of these fucking fanboys? And I'm not talking about just fans of Messi. I mean, they're just regular people who are fans of Messi who love his football because he's a fucking great player. But there are fanboys who take that shit to the extreme, and their toxicity is just a fucking landmine in the field of social media. It's horrendous. So when Messi fails, it makes me happy because those fucking toxic fanboys are fucking miserable. So when Real Madrid won La Liga this week, your boy was pretty ecstatic. Not gonna lie about that. Pretty ecstatic. Not because I'm a Real Madrid fan, because I fucking knew those Messi fanboys were fucking miserable. I knew those motherfuckers were crying in their shit and probably talking about, oh, but we won it so many times, fuck you. That's the past, motherfucker. That's the past. And allow me to defend Real Madrid here a little bit and attack Barcelona. Holy fuck, how did you choke that shit away? How did you choke La Liga away? I remember just consistently watching each and every other top European leagues and their table and their result almost week to week and noticing how well Barcelona was doing throughout the entirety of the season. They were fucking cruising by. They bought all these fucking players in. They were the shit. They had Messi. Suarez was fucking kicking it. They brought in Antoine Griezmann. They bought all these motherfuckers up. But what happened? Just like Borussia Dortmund in fucking Germany, Barcelona choked so fucking hard. I gotta tell you, man. I gotta tell you. Watching Barcelona fails. Watching Barcelona fail is such a joyous thing. I feel like, oh, Jesus Christ. Choking on the goddamn smoke. Jesus. That's what happens when you've been smoking to the pipe all week. That's what she said? Does it work there? No. But anyways, kids. Barcelona fucking up. It's just fantastic. One, I'm a fucking Arsenal fan. I fucking hate Barcelona. I fucking hate Barcelona for everything they've fucking done to this fucking club since 2006. So, yeah, fuck Barcelona. And second of all, again, Messi fanboys, toxic Messi fanboys getting put in their fucking place. It's the best shit. And third, it always makes for great stories and great bullshit coming out. Like Messi crying about this shit afterwards when Real Madrid won with his over-dramatic ass. It's like, you're fucking pathetic, dude. Calm the fuck down. All right, people paint you as this humble fucking person, but dude, your fucking arrogance as a player is palpable to any fucking football fans out there. And Jesus Christ, if you lose, just shut the fuck up. Just go into the tunnel. Don't say shit. Don't do shit. You're crying and subsequent quitting mentally and like literally quitting is pathetic and it reeks of weakness. So shut the fuck up, Messi. This motherfucker whines and cries and people fucking hold his hand and just do fucking fan art shit to please their overlord, but it's like, dude, Messi's a fucking quitter. This fucking overdramatic ass motherfucker is gonna cry about shit all the fucking time if he loses. Pathetic. It's pathetic. And I love seeing it. I love seeing the misery right now. It's brilliant. Just like Zinedine Zidane. Brilliant. Congratulations, Real Madrid. But really, congratulations, Zinedine Zidane. You have a fucking lifetime check now from Real Madrid, you can do no wrong. I mean, you're basically a god in Real Madrid. Okay, as a player, as a coach, I don't think anybody fucking touches this guy. Like modern day football coaches don't even fucking compare in the Zidane world. Yeah, the Liga is not as competitive, let's say, as the Premier League. But this man won 3 straight Champions Leagues. Like, he's won 3 fucking consecutive Champions League trophies. Okay, he just fucking beat the shit out of Barcelona with kind of a meh Real Madrid team. And you're just thinking, wow, what's next? You're gonna go fucking win the Champions League again if you want? Holy fuck, dude. Dude's a beast. And Real Madrid is probably gonna get cucked by Zidane soon. Give me ownership, motherfucker. Give me part ownership. I want that money. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? But when we speak of cucks, we got to talk about the Washington Redskins. My, oh my, the Washington Redskins. And yeah, I'm still going to call them the fucking Redskins. So fucking deal with it, you goddamn assholes. Wow, wow, wow. It's effective. It's racist. Drown in your fucking tears, you fucking thin-skinned puss bags. I can't fucking deal with you, motherfuckers. That's why I gotta smoke. But, anywho, the Washington Redskins have been getting a lot of fucking press. And one particular press, just yesterday, comes out. It's all the rage. The Washington Post came out with an article that exposed the various sexual misconducts and harassment incidents that went on, probably still goes on. Let's be really fucking honest, kids. For years, that went on for years, with the Washington Redskins cheerleaders and other female employees in the organization. The article in the Washington Post details certain aspects of these gross misconducts by the team, withholding cheerleaders' passports when traveling abroad, pimping cheerleaders to executives and other members of the organization. And if I'm not mistaken, I read somewhere in there they also pimped them out to season ticket holders, groping and making sexual remarks at female employees and other really gross shit that pigs who call themselves men do. And yeah, it's fucking terrible. I mean, when you read these details, you irk because you just think, who the fuck would do this shit? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking piece of shit? But 15 women came forth to describe these events in the Washington Post. Now, here's the fucking thing. All right, and this, moving forward, I mean, all of this shit, in my opinion, okay? I'm not even doubting these horrendous fucking things that the Washington Redskins culture is culpable of. I'm not doubting it at all, because these motherfuckers have had a long fucking road of paper trail leading people into understanding how fucking terrible and real this shit is for years, but literally nothing's been done about it. Like, nothing's been done about this shit for years, by the way. Nothing's been done about this shit. Just people talking about it here and there casually. Oh, Dan Snyder's cheap. Oh, team culture. Oh, Jay Gruden smokes. But nobody does anything about it. Nobody does. That's because Dan Snyder is an idiot and all his underlings are piece of shit creeps, right? So I'm not going to defend these fucking cocksuckers. I'm not. I'm just not. Like, I don't defend men who do that shit. And I fucking emphasize the quotation here with the word men because these are actual fucking scumbags. These are true fucking scumbags. Okay? I don't agree with the shit they do. Right? But here's the fucking question that I impose to you. Isn't it just odd that something that is so commonly known amongst people in and around football and amongst football fans for years just now get some traction with the media, right? Isn't that just a bit odd? Isn't that just a bit odd with the Washington Redskins? Oh, the censorship thing is happening. Like, don't you find the timing of this all all a bit more curious? Like the name change shit. I don't know. Maybe because the convenience of the Me Too talk always captures the attention of the shithousery of the woke. And maybe because the fucking left-wing corporations that back these motherfuckers Washington Redskins are just stabbing in their fucking backs to get shit done. It's like, what the fuck? What do you expect? And why don't other people see this shit as odd? That's my question. Like, it's all a bit too fucking coincidental, man. Like, you gotta think about this. I just find all this exposure of the underbelly of the Redskins organization a bit too convenient in terms of the timing. You know, and I say this despite how fucking horrible the details of these accusations are. These are fucking terrible fucking things you read about human beings and what they do to each other. It's fucking awful. And like, again, I need you to fucking follow with me on this shit, motherfuckers. I need you to fucking follow with me on this shit. Eye contact, motherfucker. Eye contact. Okay? Look at the glasses. I'm not defending the pieces of shit that treat women like an object. Okay? Like, what is reportedly going on in that Redskins organization is something I find genuinely repulsive. Okay? It makes me fucking sick to my goddamn stomach. Men who stoop to such a fucking pathetic and low level because you're such a fucking loser to force your, like, perverted fantasies on a woman, like, you're just not a man at all. You're lower than a beast. You're lower than trash. You are truly the worst scum of this earth. Okay? And I'm kind of an extremist in terms of my thoughts. Okay? And I'll give you one extreme thought right here, right now. I am one who thinks rapists, sexual criminals, people who mess with children and fuck children need to be castrated and branded. Like, literally brand them with like hot searing shit, like a serial number or something, and then have them become slaves to the government and do menial task work like cleaning the toilet, brooming away the fucking places all around the fucking courthouses or something. I don't know. You don't have to fucking waste that shit on minimum wage people anymore. Just have the slaves do it. But it's wrong. Dude, if you rape somebody, if you fucking mess with children, you're not a human. You're just not. You're not a fucking human if you mess with kids, motherfucker. You're just not. You are worse than an animal. Okay? And people like that need to be properly punished. So, castration and labeling and putting them into slave labor is, I think, a great fucking idea. So when pieces of shit like the motherfuckers that are being accused in this Redskin thing, like, if that shit turns out to be true, I hope the worst fucking things happen to these people. I hope they become what I've expressed as an idea. I hope they become a fucking guinea pig for that shit. But again, I'm just telling you guys. God damn it, fucking YouTube cut the shit off. But let me get back to this thing real quick, okay? So my whole thing is, the timing of this Redskins story is a little bit too convenient. And if these accusations about these men are true, again, I hope they have the worst fucking time of their lives wherever they end up. And I hope it's in fucking prison. But like I said, with these fucking rapists, with these people who mess with children, who mess with women, all this shit, I want you motherfuckers castrated. I want you motherfuckers branded. I want you motherfuckers to become slaves to this country to do menial shit, like literally cleaning up shit. But kids, that's the duality of man. I can understand something, but I could completely disagree with it. Okay? So, as much as I fucking disagree with the goddamn situation and the accusation with what these men are trying to do with women in the Washington Redskins organization, I still understand that the timing of the story, the way it's leaking out, despite how many years people have actually known about this, how many years of details and paper trails there are, it just now comes out and it just now explodes. Bit curious. It's a bit odd. It all just seems like some fucking bullshit Game of Thrones play where it's more than meets the eyes. That's not Game of Thrones. Fuck you. It's basically the same shit after like season 4. Get the fuck out of here. Ah, you're just a hater. I love Game of Thrones. I still do love Game of Thrones. It's a great fucking series. But you can't fucking tell me after season 4 the writing was still great. Like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was a rush to the finish line. And there was just a lot of fucking money going around there. So, not complaining. Just being honest about it. God damn it, man. How did we get here? How did we get to fucking Game of Thrones? Well, we're bitching about all this shit going around with what men do. And that shit kind of stems from Sportsball, man. And ultimately, I mean, hopefully, we always think that Sportsball is a remedy and a distraction, but it's also supposedly a gateway to chaos, man. It's just wild. It's just wild. I hate what those scumbags do to women and children. I hate people who fucking mess with women and children. Like rapists, fucking pedophiles, like these child fuckers, like they need to not just die. Eventually they'll die, but like they need to go through the worst shit possible. Castration, possible mutilation, branding on their fucking head to make sure everybody knows they're a piece of shit, and then just make them become slaves. And of course, that's a lot of assumption too. Like, oh, how do you work out like who's innocent, who's guilty? Like, we gotta just try to fucking amend this entire fucking thing, man. Because, oh man, I just see these kinds of people, aka men, as weak, subservient creatures that need to be stepped on. But these are the motherfuckers that are on the top, and it makes me sick. And I wouldn't just say my generation, but you know what? Let's. I don't want to stop right there because we're going to talk about this on the next episode. And we're going to talk about this on the next episode, man. We are. Like just how men are weak pussies. Not physically like weak, but like mentally broken and spiritually distorted children. And I'm not just talking the motherfuckers in my generation. I'm talking like old motherfuckers too. Older motherfuckers. We'll talk all about that shit on the next episode. All right? All right, motherfuckers. I appreciate you dropping by this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Till next time, fuck off. And god damn it, that YouTube cutoff shit just fucking annoys me. Fuck off.